It was then she realized she had a problem.
Hello loves, it's Amy the Color Queen, and as you can see I am on the floor. And I'm on the floor because we're doing a wig collection video. I have it all situated. You can't really see it in this video. I'm going to insert some footage here. I'm panning around right now with my phone so you can see all of the wigs. I am surrounded by wigs. Okay, so they're sorted by color. That's the thing. They're sorted by color except for these over here where they are sorted as in they're heavily styled, and I usually have them sitting on a wig stand in my closet. So yeah, there we go. Before we get started on any of that, I'm going to do a little unboxing because I got a wig in today actually. I am currently getting ready to cosplay Toru Honda from Fruits Basket, and I've actually, fun fact, I've never seen Fruits Basket before. I'm sorry, but I watched the 2019 version all last week and I finished it yesterday, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I finished it yesterday.
And by yesterday, I mean March 13th.
And I had so many feels and I was like, why didn't I see this before? Because it was so cute. Anyway, I'm unboxing this because this wig is supposed to be for her. I disinfected it, by the way. I disinfected it. So we're gonna open. Ooh. My slip bumped out. We don't need that. We don't need that. Ooh, let's see. Oh yeah, it's from Epic Cosplay Wigs. Most of my wigs, by the way, just to preface all of it, they're either from Epic Cosplay, they're from Amazon, or they're from Art of Wigs. Yeah, that's just how it is. There's two wigs that are specifically from like Louiselle wigs, but I haven't ordered from them since the one time that I did, because it was a mess. Okay, it was a mess. We got this wig, and open it. So what I usually do with these, ooh, it's so nice. I usually throw these away. Actually, don't throw them away. I recycle them. These I use as sewing bags. I hang them up by my sewing machine. Look at this. Ooh, it's long. Forgot how long it was. Because I know that Toru's hair is long, so. Oh, ew, it's so soft. Ooh. Go away. It's so, it looks like it can be like put in a low ponytail. Like, because of how it's done underneath here. Usually it's all like pressed down really hard. Ooh. Oh yeah, this is like perfect for her. Stick it on. Ooh. Oh, this is really pretty for Toru. I'm gonna need to cut these bangs. Now, we're off to a great start because this is a brown wig, and so I was gonna start out with the brown wigs. So we're gonna do brown first. And here we go. Here's the first one. Long brown wig from Epic Cosplay that I use for Toru Honda. It is a NYX in medium brown. Here's my next wig, which is for Tylee. And you'll see this wig in my Tylee work log. This is actually two Amazon wigs that are hot glued together to make this look. There's a little styrofoam base right here, so that way it can hold all of this hair. And originally the hair only went down to here. And me, with my wildly creative ideas, was like, what if I just hot glue the ends together? And it worked. I don't know how it worked, but it worked. And so now it's long. Okay, this next wig that I have, I got from Amazon, and it looks a little rough because that is Ochiko's wig. I did have to change these little dinglies, this long portion in the front, and I had to style the bangs. But I had to curl them to where they curl like this because they were curling like this. And so I changed it. Oh! This next one I haven't styled yet, but this wig is for Diva. I'm going to be cosplaying her in her original skin and in her cruiser outfit because I just think her cruiser outfit's adorable. I still haven't unlocked it on Overwatch, and that's really annoying. This is the wig that I'm using it for. This is an Epic Cosplay wig. So this is a Phoebe in medium brown, and I wanted to get a wig that I could use while her hair was down and while it was up, because in the cruiser outfit, Diva's hair's in a ponytail, and then in normal, her hair's down. The Phoebe wig works for both of those things, so I didn't feel bad for splurging a little bit. This next brown wig that I'm going to show you is for one of my giant projects, and it's called the Fairy Queen from Barbie A Swan Lake. Because yes, I'm gonna cosplay a Barbie. Why not? Here it is. It is an Arta wig. I think it was like Spanish brown. It was like an oro or something. I'm gonna put it in. Editing me will have a good time.
Hey, editing me here, and I just want to say I'm not having fun. Not having fun at all. No.
But I have it kind of styled. I think I might restyle it, but it's going to be like invisible ponytail holders. But I'm so excited to cosplay her and wear her. It's so long. It's so pretty. Okay, this next one I think is my Pidgey wig. This is my Pidge wig. It's just a short brown wig that I got from Amazon. You can tell that it's cheap because it has this netting. If your wig has netting like this, that means it's cheap. Sometimes when I take off my wigs, I forget about the wig caps inside, so I like look and I'm like, oh, there's a wig cap in here. Alright, this next wig I also got from Amazon, and it is for Ritsu. I've used this wig for a lot more than just Ritsu, but I originally got this for Ritsu from K-On. Like the cute little drummer girl. I have it like styled for these little ends that she has in their face, and then I have it hairsprayed back. See, this wig is a little more quality because you want to look for wigs that are like this, because that means it's going to breathe better and it's not going to be so suffocating, and it's usually kind of thicker than the mesh wigs. I think these are called rose cap. Yeah, it's called like a rose cap because it has like flower designs up the top. Pro tip, if you're looking for an Amazon wig, look for ones that say like rose cap, not mesh lace cap, but like rose cap. You're good. This next wig is actually one of my favorites. My Haruhi wig from Ouran High School Host Club. I love being Haruhi. I need to be her again. I had to cut it a lot when I first got it. Another wig cap. Last brown wig, and it's been 20 minutes, Lord have mercy, is a caramel one that I got off Amazon. I used it for Mary Christensen from Dream Daddy. The more expensive the wigs are, the less tangly it'll get. You can still manage a slightly tangly wig. When it comes to curly wigs, what I tend to do is I tend to just kind of wrap them up like this and then stick it in like that. Next, we're moving on to the really heavily styled wigs that I usually have on like a little styrofoam ball that I'm hanging out. First off, we got Tekna. I actually have a tutorial on how I styled this wig. I haven't gotten around to the second part of it, which was going to be hair and makeup. I did the hair, I never did the makeup. This wig footage is like 2 years old. The second one I always have up on one of the little styrofoam heads, and actually I took the head with it, was Hinata. I was on YouTube during my sports anime phase. One of my besties, Callie, she used to go by Frost, but now she goes by Callie, styled this wig for me, and I actually surprised her with Hinata because I told her I was going to cosplay Kamna. In case anyone's confused, this is from my queue. I told her originally that I was going to cosplay Kamna, but I bought Hinata in secret, and so I put on the costume and I sent a photo to her, and she cried. But she cried because she was happy. And so she went and she styled this wig for me, and ever since then I've been like maintenancing it, and that's when I learned how to style wigs, because I watched her style this one. And it's a fluffy spiky boy, and I love it, but I'm so afraid, even after all these years, I'm so afraid to just like cover it with my hairnet and put it in the drawer that I usually keep all the wigs in, so I just don't. The next heavily styled wig that I have is Shanoa, and this one was an Arta wig, but it's starting to like come undone here, because Shanoa's hair is actually long, but most of the wigs that I saw that were Shanoa wigs were basically like, it had this long part in the front, but then the back was like flat, and there was nothing there. And I mean, it makes sense, but I am extra, and I wanted to be able to, if I ever wanted to do a Shanoa photo shoot with her hair down, that I could just take it out and put it down. I did get this wig on sale. These, I added these wefts in, and then I curled them, did it on the other side too, so it's pretty heavily styled, with a giant bun in the back, because that's just how hair works, and I covered it with her bow, like it is in the anime. Shanoa wig, fantastic. It needs some love. The final one that I have on the pedestal is my Link wig, which actually Ash wore in my GlitchCon vlog. So I haven't even worn this wig yet. I originally styled it for myself because I want to cosplay Link. I want to cosplay his Of the Wild outfit from Breath of the Wild. I'll put a little picture right here. My fiance is going to be Champion Link, and I'm actually supposed to be working on his costume, but have I done that yet? No. And there's all my heavily styled wigs. We get the next wig, we got this green wig, and it is Haku from Spirited Away. This is an Amazon wig. Look, wig cap. It was originally very wavy and quite long, so I styled it and I made it very nice. I think I put it on my Instagram. The second one is my Deku wig, which honestly isn't that great. The wig was pictured as all green, this all green wig, but nah, they gave me black underneath. I don't like that look for Deku wigs. Sorry. I try to make my wigs look more realistic than anime, just like how I do that with my makeup as well. This blue one that I'm about to show you next is one of my favorite. I got an Arta Wigs for it. I actually need to like buy a weft or something for right here because I'm not sure how I feel about that part line, but it's so pretty and I'm very happy with it. I'm gonna put it on for you. This is my Shion wig. Ah, yeah, there we go. Ah, some of the bangs is kind of the bangs are kind of right now, but you kind of get the idea. And I'm also wearing a scrunchie, so it's not gonna look too great, but you get the idea. It's got it all situated to where it's like Shion. I'm using the camera side. There we go. It's bluey, but it's also like dark enough to where it's what I would want Shion, because I didn't like the completely black wig. I like the bluey black, and I just think it looks really nice. We found another wig cap. This next one I'm not gonna unfurl. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna unfurl. I'm gonna hate myself, but I'm gonna unfurl it, okay? This giant wig, okay? People talk about it all the time because this wig is in my most watched video on this dang channel because y'all like Steven Universe, I guess. But this is my Sapphire wig from Steven Universe, and it is 2 wigs that I spliced together. You can see the little details on how I sewed all these different wefts on it together. I got 2 wigs, the same color, everything. Spliced it together and made this giant wig. It is so tangled. It is terrible. This will never, ever, ever, ever be fixed ever again unless I just have all the patience in the world. This blue wig right here is for Toka from Tokyo Ghoul. I did a photo shoot with this wig a couple of times. This is Amazon wig, and it was actually like down here, and I cut it to right there. I was originally going to use it for Marionette. I like Miraculous Ladybug, but I'm not like, I'm going to cosplay Miraculous Ladybug. I would rather cosplay Tokyo Ghoul instead, so as I did, I cosplayed Tokyo Ghoul instead. I have my CL wig because, yeah, I cosplayed CL once upon a time. And I didn't really do much to it. I just kind of made the bangs shorter. That's usually all you have to do with wigs anyway, is just make them slightly shorter. Blue wigs. We done. Now for these purple wigs. The first one up on my list is my Abigail wig. My Abby wig. Usually whenever wigs have an accessory, I keep the accessory with it. There's my little Abigail wig. I'm not going to unfurl it because you already know what that looks like. It's in my Abigail tutorial, again, in the eye. This next one is a purple wig that I was originally going to use for Akatsuki from Log Horizon. Now I just use it for funsies. I still haven't really found a person that I can use this for. It's just a long, staple purple wig. It's just, I have it in pigtails right now. So yeah, there you go. Have them little pigtails. That's what it looks like. And it's nice, but I've never used it for a cosplay. And again, it's cheap because it's got that mesh going on. This next one is Serenuma from Kiss Him Not Me. And I was going to do a video of how I styled her hair and her makeup, but that never came to fruition. This is one of the wigs that I got from Louis L. that took forever and ever. I will tell that story eventually. So this is a Serenuma wig, and it's very pretty. And Louis L. does make very high quality wigs. Their customer service is not the best. And now this next one is a little purple bob that I use for Sailor Saturn. Yeah, your girl used Sailor Saturn. Love her so much. And she was the one that I got my first award. Sailor Saturn is my very, very favorite girl. She's coming up in Let's Fix a Cosplay, so you'll be able to see that wig more in depth, I guess, whenever that time comes. And the last purple wig is for Akatsuki from Log Horizon. I have it in a little bag because it is styled, but it is a genie from Art of Wigs, and I added wefts to the sides of it so that way she has that blocky hair on the sides. And so I added those wefts up front, and it's very heavy, but I love this. I love it in general. I think I may have shown it on my Akatsuki work log that I had a couple years ago. So, love this wig. This is a little clippy that comes with it. This is, whenever I have like a super long wig like this, I braid it to keep it from getting too tangled. And when a wig is straight, I also usually, if I don't curl it like I do with a curly wig, then I braid it and put it away. And then whenever it needs to be straightened, just use a hair straightener. It's fine. Hello, I'm back. You wouldn't know this, but it's been about an hour since I last filmed because my memory card ran out of space because I'm actually using a camera instead of my phone. Some of these like red wigs are more on the like orangey side. Some of them are actually red. Some of them are kind of pink. This is the red family. How about that? The red family. So first we're going to start off with this wig, which I got off the Amazon. And it is my Kisniver wig that I never actually finished styling. So that is quite embarrassing. If you haven't seen Kisniver, you need to, because it's really good. I've never done anything with it. Here's her little pigtails. Here's her actual wig. Yeah, it's cute. I got it off Amazon like years ago, and I still haven't cosplayed her. This next wig is gonna look familiar because I used it in my Rainbow series for Red. And this wig is actually for Ponyo's mother. This wig has two purposes. It is a red bob. I got this one specifically for Shirayuki from Snow White with the Red Hair and for Chise from Ancient Magus Bride. I have since then dropped Chise from Ancient Magus Bride, though. So this is my Shirayuki wig, and I think it's really cute. Her style is so cute, and she's just so bubbly, and she's just like, yeah. She loves her princey boy. I forgot his name. I'm gonna put his name. I can't remember his name for the life of me, because I love him too. That's why I decided to cosplay Shirayuki. This one I use for a lot of different costumes. Originally, I was going to use it for Ginny Weasley, and then I got into D&D. There's my elf ears that I go for it. Aha! Aha! Look at what we found! A wig cap. Okay, well, I tried to get it out, and now it's just kind of stuck. So I'll just mess with this off camera and get it situated. My poor beat up wig that I use for everything. I need to brush it again. This one I actually did brush out, restyled, and then put back, and then I decided to destroy it for Giselle. So, whoops. Alright, moving swiftly onward, we have this next one, which I think you can see in this one. No, you can't see it because it's over here. It's the red wig. The little thing over it. It's Chio from, what is it? Gekkan Sojo Nozaki-kun. I love this anime. It's so cute, and I love being Chio. And this is a wig that I got off Amazon, and this is the one that I actually learned how to fishtail braid with. So it's like in a little fishtail braid to keep it from getting all tangly-wangly. You should watch it. It's very feel-good, very shoujo, very, very, very cute. Alright, this next red wig may be a blast from the past, but you can maybe be able to recognize it with this thing going on right here. It is my Asuna wig from Sword Art Online. Yes, I cosplayed Asuna from Sword Art Online, and it wasn't like her fancy outfits or anything like that. It was her honeymoon outfit where she had like the little yellow sweater and the brown skirt and like little brown shoes. It does get tangled easily because it is an Amazon wig. That's why I keep it braided. But whenever I need it, I just unbraid it, I straighten it. This one right now, this one is my Vanille wig from Final Fantasy 13, and it's another chibi. This is an Art wig. It's a chibi in the color salmon. They don't make this color anymore. That's why I had to pick it up immediately whenever I saw that it was going on sale and it was going away forever and ever. I was like, no, it's like the perfect shade for Vanille. So I have it already done in the low ponytails. All I really need to do is thin it and curl it, and then it'll be perfect. I've already gotten this part, her bangs and like the front of her face all like really nicely done, and I'm very proud of it. Vanille was going to be my competition piece last year, but it ended up not being because I just didn't have time last year. Vanille and Lightning are my favorite girls, and my favorite boy is Hope. You can't change my mind. Last wig in the reds category, which isn't really red, it's more like pinky gray, but it is my Lightning wig. I love this wig so much. It took a lot to get it this way. It took a lot to get it to me because this was the other Louisville wig that just kind of like disappeared in the mail and then came back. But it's a little bit rough, and I'm going to be including Lightning in my Let's Fix It cosplay as well. This wig is fine. I just need to brush it and maybe like style it just a little bit. Also, guess what I found in the Lightning wig? Alright, we scooching on down into the black wigs. We're gonna start off with this, the short black wig, which I think I use for Yuri Katsuki. This is like the first wig that I got for Yuri Katsuki. I think I do! Ah, I have a video on how I cut this wig. I do. And I did actually kind of cut it almost too short in the back. You can see it just barely, but I moved the hairs in the way so that way you can't see them. This next one I use for a lot of different cosplays because it's just a long black wig. Most often I've used it for Wednesday Addams. So this was originally for Mio, and it's long, so I put it in braids so that way it doesn't get all tangly. And then I just kind of kept it in braids, and I used it for Tsukimi from Princess Jellyfish, and then I used it for Wednesday Addams, and now I've used it for Wednesday Addams. Since then, I found a friend. This next wig is the only lace front I have in my collection because lace fronts are expensive, and I thought I would wear this more often, but I don't, and I'm kind of sad about it. But it is my Yuri Katsuki wig with his hair pulled back. So whenever I cosplay his Eros outfit, this is what I use. I used to have this other wig that was exactly like it, except it wasn't lace front, and I really didn't like the way it looked. And it was hard to put the makeup around here, so it looked more natural, so I just bit the bullet, got a lace front. I wore it to KatsuCon, and that's the only time I've worn it. This wig right here is my wonderful, wonderful Disciple wig. Yes, I cosplayed the Disciple from Homestuck. The way I did these horns was, I've always been very proud of them because it looks very realistic. But it is just a headband with screws, and then you screw these things on them. So like if I wanted to cosplay anyone else that had hair that was like the Disciple but it had like different horns or something, I could just switch out the horns really easily. This is another giant wig where I took two wigs and I sewed them all together just like my Sapphire wig. And this one also used to be on the specialty wigs rack thing, and I was like, oh, this is too much. And I'm not putting it on because it takes like 10 minutes just to put on because it is so thick and intense. And this one actually isn't nearly as messed up as the Sapphire wig. Those are all the black wigs. Now we're finally coming down to the last bit, which is these blondies over here. They're my black wigs. They're back in their box. This is my Armin wig. This is my very first wig. Baby's first wig. It was this wig. Oh, I'm so nostalgic. I've had this wig since 2015, and this wig is 5 years old. Ah, I'm putting this on. Gosh. Ah, I still think I look cute like this. Yes. Oh, I feel so nostalgic because this was the first time I like cut bangs and things too. So like the bang job isn't the best, but I've recently gone through the years and like fixed it. So oh, I'm so nostalgic, and it fits way better now because whenever I first started cosplaying, my hair was down to here. So I had to like French braid it all back, and it was a great time. I'm so happy. This one is specifically for Cindy from Final Fantasy 15. And I know what y'all thinking. This good Christian girl is wearing Cindy. Calm down. I wear a tank top underneath. This is the wig that I use for her, but now I kind of wish that I had gone with a more yellowy wig, kind of like the Armin wig that I just showed. But this is more like a dirty blonde sort of looking wig. Breaking news: Emmy uncomfortable and shows too much skin. Also, Emmy wears skin tight bodysuits. next wig. This is my all-purpose wig, and this one I got off of the eBays. I use this one for Yumato from Cute Higher Defense Club Love. If that's not a mouthful, I don't know what is. And I also use it to cosplay Nagisa from Free. But it's so fluffy! This wig is the right color for it to also be Yumato or Nagisa. Scooting right along, we have my Zelda wig that I have very nicely. Oh, not nicely. Very sloppily put it in a braid so that way it doesn't get all just tangled, even though it already looks like it's tangled. And then I have these little dangly bits that I keep out so that way it's the way it looks. I don't know. I like the way Zelda looks with long strands down the front. I don't like the short strand look because I tried it on me, but I guess it's because I have these little things here. I have these, which is what she has, that when I try to cover it up with the blonde, it just doesn't work. This wig that we are now going to talk about is my Kamna wig. We're relating it back to Haku, so it's the Haku boy with like the terrible ends. I actually did color this one a little bit. I colored it with Sharpie a little bit because I didn't think it was blended very well. So I went through and I actually like started coloring like down here as well, so that way it was more like realistic. But then I stopped because I was like, this is not a competition piece. Ain't nobody gonna care. This wig is my Luna Lovegood wig. It is very pale, it's very blonde, it's very long. I love it so much. I used to have a different wig for Luna specifically. Got a friend. I gave away my old Luna wig to Callie so that way she could use it for her head wig cosplay. Head wig in the Angry Inch. Then I got this one instead, which was great for me because it is a rose cap, so it was not uncomfortable to wear because the other one was like too small. This next one, this big old girl, this big girl right here. This is my Zero Suit Samus wig, which is heavy to wear. This is the other Phoebe wig from Epic Cosplay, and it's kind of tangly because I forgot to braid it, but it took forever to get it up in this style because at first I was like, oh no, I'm gonna have to cut it. I'm gonna have to like, what is it called, shunting? Stumping?
Honestly, I don't know what she's on about now. I have no words, sorry.
Whatever, it's whenever you take all of the hair at the top of the wig's head and you cut it and then you like put a clip on top. And I didn't want to cut it because it didn't come with like a little clip. It came with a little wrap. And then one of my gracious friends, they gave me a tutorial on how to fix it. And so I fixed it and now it looks great. This one is my Yang wig, which I do have a tutorial on YouTube for. And this one I actually took a rose cap. I spliced the two wigs together with a rose cap and made it huge. And honestly, I probably could have saved money. Actually, no, it would have cost the same to just buy like an Arta wig or an Epic Cosplay wig that was like this, and I didn't have to do anything to it like I had to do with this one, which was 2 Amazon wigs. It ended up being 40 bucks. I could have gotten an Arta or Epic Cosplay that would have been the same thickness for that same amount, but I guess it's because I'm just a crafty gal. We're down to our last wig. Last wig, y'all. Last wig. We made it. And it is my Weiss wig. And I get what you're thinking. Why would you put Weiss in the blonde section when her hair is clearly white? Well, because there's no other place. See, I keep her clip with her. This is my award-winning cosplay with her award-winning hair. Oh, I love it. But I have to style her hair every single time I put it on her because she has this little whatchamadoodle on it. Scrunchie, I guess. Oh, we found a friend. We found a friend. I love this wig. It's so pretty. It is comfortable when it's not being super heavy. So it's super comfortable when I don't have it styled the way it is. But whenever it is styled, it does get a little uncomfortable. This is an Arta wig. And this hair does not like to stay. So I always have to like hairspray it down and like discreetly put all the bobby pins in place so that way it stays. But this is the wig. As you can see, I have it braided. I was kind of like messing around with it to see if I could use it for the new season of RWBY, to see if I could like tease it and stuff to make it more voluminous and whatnot, but I don't know. It may work, it may not work. I may have to just go ahead and tease all of it because like it looks like it can be done here. Alright, that is it for my entire wig collection. Thank you for watching this video and I will see you in my next one. Bye, loves!